Hi, this is Mr. Hutchings, and you're watching Mr. Hutchings History. Today's an episode that supports Unit 4.1 of the AP World History program, Technological Innovations from 1450 to 1750. Our themes today will be technology and innovation, economic systems, governance, cultural developments, and interactions. The historical reasoning skill today will be causation. A medieval monk named Alexander Neckham marveled at a strange object, a needle that, when touched to a magnet, spun until it pointed north. He wrote, "When the world is wrapped in the darkness of night, sailors touch the magnet with a needle, and it shows them the way." Why would such a simple device, the compass, change history? Because it turned the unknown into the navigable. The compass transformed fear into calculation and guesswork into exploration. Under the theme of technology and innovation, the compass marked humanity's growing command over nature. Between 1200 and 1450, Afro-Eurasia's trading networks carried more than goods, they carried knowledge. Muslim navigators in the Indian Ocean refined Greek and Arab astronomy. Chinese artisans crafted magnetic compasses, paper maps, and sturdy ship rudders. European mariners absorbed these ideas through contact with Islamic Spain, Al-Andalus, and the Mediterranean trade hubs of Venice and Genoa. What made Europe such fertile grounds for other people's ideas? Well, Europe's competition and curiosity. Rival kingdoms needed advantages in trade and war. This demonstrates causation. Cross-cultural interaction led to technological synthesis. The 15th century saw a convergence of three great inventions. First, the magnetic compass, first used in China. Secondly, the astrolabe, refined by Muslim scholars to measure latitude, the north-south position of a point on the earth. And thirdly, the caravel, a small, fast ship developed by the Portuguese. These tools made it possible to sail across vast oceans with precision. The Lateen sail, triangular and flexible, allowed ships to move against the wind. The Sternpost rudder, another Chinese innovation, improved steering on open seas. How did these inventions from different civilizations combine to reshape the world? Well, innovation thrives on exchange. When Chinese engineering met Islamic astronomy and European ambition, the result was a maritime revolution, proof that cultural interaction drives progress. Armed with these tools, European nations took to the seas. The Portuguese, led by Prince Henry the Navigator, mapped Africa's coasts. The Spanish, guided by the compass and wind charts, crossed the Atlantic in search of Asia. Soon, Dutch, English, and French ships followed, connecting oceans and continents. What caused Europe to move outward while older empires stayed inland? The cause was demographic pressure and ambition in Europe. Population growth, primogeniture laws, which gave estates only to the eldest sons, and religious persecution pushed Europeans to seek opportunity abroad. These causes, economic, social, and political, reflect the causation skill and the themes of governance and economic systems. By the 17th century, scientific advances improved navigation even further. Isaac Newton's theory of gravitation helped sailors predict the tides of the ocean. Astronomical charts, map of the stars used since Babylonian times, became more accurate with the telescope. Together, science and exploration deepened one another. Why would scientific discovery accelerate during an age of empire? It accelerated because empire rewarded precision. Navigation required mathematics. Conquest required measurement. Science became a tool of governance, a link between technology and innovation and political power. While technology opened the world, it also created new hierarchies. Europe's maritime empires, Spain, Portugal, England, France, and the Netherlands, controlled trade routes using these innovations. They extracted silver from the Americas, enslaved Africans for labor, and dominated Asian commerce through naval force. If technology connects the world, why does it also divide it? It's because who controls innovation controls wealth. Navigation tools were universal, but power depended upon who used them first and who used them best. This illustrates causation. Technological diffusion led to unequal global systems under the theme of economic systems. The gunpowder that once defended Chinese cities now armed European ships. Pirates and privateers, like the Dutch Sea Beggars, used cannon and sail to terrorize trade. Even Peter the Great of Russia traveled to Western Europe to learn shipbuilding firsthand, seeking to modernize his empire. What do these examples suggest about the nature of innovation? It suggests that technology has no single owner. Once shared, technology spreads beyond control. The long term effect of these innovations was the creation of a truly global system of exchange, the first stage of modern globalization. Apply the reasoning process of causation. There's four steps that we'll focus on. First, cause. Cross-cultural interaction spread navigational technologies. Secondly, effect. Europeans expanded trade, colonialization, and empire. Thirdly, the short-term effect. Economic competition and exploration. And fourthly, long-term effect. Global networks of exchange and exploitation. Which mattered more, curiosity or competition? One answer could be competition. Curiosity inspired discovery, but rivalry funded it. Innovation thrives when ambition meets opportunity. In the age of sails, the compass needle pointed humanity toward connection and conflict. Every voyage from Lisbon, London, or Manila traced lines that still shape the modern world. What does technological progress demand from us today? I would say technological progress demands responsibility from us. The same creativity that connects the world must also guide it towards justice. That's the true lesson of the age of exploration. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this episode. And as always, follow me again for more information on AP World History. I'm Mr. Hutchings, and this has been Mr. Hutchings History. Until next time, stay curious. History matters.